Giants in Flyff Universe have some exciting new features. More active mechanics have been implemented to give a new challenge to these old familiar foes. Hey everyone, I'm Bluekey, and today I'm proud to be giving you all a first look at some of the new giant mechanics in Flyff Universe. Unexpected new powers have begun to emerge from the Giants of Madrigal. They've grown stronger since players last encountered them in Flyff PC. Giants have become more clever and have started hiding a few new tricks up their sleeves. When playing Flyff Universe, players should expect to see Giants take on a more threatening role and may feel safer bringing allies to take on these adventures. The new giant mechanics in Flyff Universe can be broken down into a few categories. Keep in mind, the mechanics and categories showcased in today's video are still subject to change, and we may see additional changes to the current mechanics or even all new categories in the future. One of the most iconic enemy attacks from Flyff's history is the laser beam set forth by the boss Clockworks. The infamous laser cuts players in half who are unable to dodge, killing them instantly. Mechanically, the Clockworks laser combines a semi-telegraphed attack with a one-shot kill ability. Similar new mechanics have been added to Giants in Flyff Universe in the form of telegraphed attacks. Giants now have the ability to perform telegraphed attacks, displaying an area that players have a brief moment to avoid. Not fast enough? Expect to be damaged, stunned, or affected by other statuses. Mixed in with telegraphed abilities are often a mix of tricks ranging from debuffs, reinforcements, and even new defenses for the giant. Let's explore a handful of specific giants whose mechanics have a combination of these categories. Let's use the giant crane to introduce the new giant mechanics. During battle, giants will generate danger zones telegraphed in red sections around them. When fighting the giant crane, getting hit means a fair bit of damage to all players in the area, as well as being knocked into the air. The combination of damage from the blow in addition to the disruption of a knockup can quickly spell disaster for a giant hunting party if they lose a key team member, like the tank or healer. Strategizing specific buffs and gear will be important for reducing damage for members with high latency or for those who struggle to dodge these new skills. Currently, the telegraphed attacks can be blocked to significantly reduce damage and sometimes even avoid certain secondary effects. Prioritizing block for physical telegraph attacks will allow leeway in how many of the attacks a player can absorb with enough luck. Nothing beats avoiding damage altogether though. The giant Elder Guard steps up the physical danger with its arcing swing attack, dealing concentrated, continuous physical damage for a few seconds. Not only will players need to dodge the initial blow, but they'll need to time their return to battle carefully or else they may fall victim to the smartly dressed robot. Through engaging battles where there's variation in how players are expected to react, micro-metas can begin to form for each fight against a new giant. Perhaps a player acting as the tank can face the giant away to reduce the number of players who need to dodge an arcing attack. Maybe additional run speed will be increasingly important as new types of telegraphed attacks emerge. The giant garbage spider reigns as another famous Darkon classic that was always on farm. Its arc stretches out further than other giants, dealing a devastating blow and stunning all players who get caught in the crossfire. While block can help resist the damage of some telegraphed attacks, block won't prevent players from being stun locked by the giant garbage spider's slam. Unfortunate timing on the stun could mean the defeat of a giant hunting team from an unlucky crit or even death from the arc damage itself. Currently, the only known way to minimize the effects of crowd control debuffs like stuns are through the use of the Scroll of Holy that instantly removes all negative debuffs from a player. Other than avoiding the attack, what are some strategies players may be able to use to reduce the impact of a mechanic like the garbage spider's stun? Let me know if you have any ideas in the comments. Out in the dead wilderness of Darkon 3 lurks one of the most powerful giants in Flyff Universe. The General Chimerodon expands its telegraphed attack even further than the giant garbage spider, creating a massive circle of impact. When time's up, players who fail to dodge will feel some serious pain. Variations in telegraphed patterns give some diversity to the style of battle players can expect from Flyff Universe giants. Larger circular patterns like the one when fighting a General Chimerodon force the entire team to take a step back and focus on staying alive. No tunnel visioning with attacks like these. Our final giant preview of the day displays the new mechanics of the Giant Hopper. Not only does the giant hopper have the largest telegraph of all the giants covered today, but one of the most deadly mechanics as well. Similar to the giant Elder Guard, after the giant hopper completes its initial blow, it continues shooting cyclones at players for a few moments. Players need to avoid the initial blow, but must prevent getting hit by the secondary attack that would surely be fatal. The cyclones spin out around the giant hopper, dealing extremely high continuous damage to players and applying a debuff to further hamper those who do manage to survive. The giant hopper will be one of the more difficult tests of giant hunting teams to prove who has what it takes. In addition to the specific mechanics for each of the giants covered today, there are some mechanics that seem to be built into the giant hunting experience. Giants are now heavily resistant to continuous roots and stuns, gaining help from Shade herself with the Shade support buff. After several continuous applications of roots or stuns on a giant, they may now resist and ignore further crowd control debuffs until Shade support wears off. Additional resistances may be added to giants in the future, so it'll be helpful for teams to learn and adapt to each giant's unique mechanics rather than rely on brute force. Flyff Universe offers players a new way to approach hunting giants. Teams can work together to take down these more difficult foes and with enough luck, collect unique weapons and other precious items that carry them forth to new heights of power. New metas around hunting may form with favorite classes and abilities, perhaps even per giant. These new challenges bring excitement and meaning to giant hunting in a way that Flyff has not seen in many years. The additional focus on group play with leveling and parties foretells a healthy future for giant hunting in Flyff Universe. Thank you to everyone watching this far. It was so satisfying having the opportunity to give you all a sneak peek at the new giant experience in Flyff Universe. From now on, your opinion matters a lot. Time is ticking as we approach the release of the game in early access for the C region. Let me know in the comments what topics you need to know about to help prepare before the launch. Make sure to like and subscribe so I know to keep making these kinds of videos, and I'll see you in the next one.